Hello. Oh. Oh God. Not again. Alright. This is becoming a real big problem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to K.O.W. Friday Night Fights. I know it's a little late, but golly. Another backstage brawl has broken out again, and this time it appears to be Adam Mays and his fellow partner Trey Deckson of the Chaos Brigade, and I don't know what would have caused this attack. And it looks like these two are going to just keep slugging it out, perhaps. Oh, God. And I'm not sure what could be going on here. I mean, these two are supposed to be partners in the Chaos Brigade, and yet here they are fighting. It does not make any humane sense to me. Oh, God. Oh, God. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's Friday, and that means it's time for another Friday Night Fights. And, well, we just witnessed a beatdown backstage by this man, Trey Deckson, on the K.O.W. Infinite Champion, Adam Mays. And, well, it would appear as if General Manager Sherman seen this beatdown and decided that this man was proving a point and had something he needed to say. And so he put him in tonight's match to kick off our show, a triple threat match. The winner of the triple threat match will get to choose whether they want to go for the K.O.W. Heavyweight Championship or the K.O.W. Infinite Championship. And the two losers of the triple threat match will compete next week for the #1 contendership to the other championship that was not selected tonight. So, the question now is, who is going to be challenging the champions? And also, why aren't the champions defending their titles against the #1 contenders from Clash of Immortals? Well, that is actually very simple. As you may or may not remember, David Bowe challenged for the KOW Infinite Championship at KOW Clash of Immortals. He did come up short, and he should get a rematch, except for the fact that he decided he didn't want his rematch because he wanted to focus on defending the KOW Tag Team titles. And the same story is for Dylan Styles, giving up his World Championship rematch so he can defend and focus on the tag titles. And so tonight, these three men will look to become #1 contenders in tonight's triple threat match. Now, as we know, Trey Deckson is in this match because he just beat down the KOW Infinite Champion. Why is Zach Higgins in this match? Well, as you may or may not remember, him and Zachary East, his tag team partner, qualified to become #1 contenders to the tag titles for Clash of Immortals. However, the Sages screwed him and Zachary East out of those title shots when Zachary East was put on injured reserve. Just like this man. His tag team partner was also ambushed and put on injured reserve, making him and his partner unable to compete for the tag titles at Clash of Immortals. And so Austin Tork was also given the opportunity to become a #1 contender. And so now the question is, which of these three men will win this triple threat match, and which of these three men will go on to challenge the KOW Heavyweight Champion or the KOW Infinite Champion? And speaking of the KOW Heavyweight Champion, a huge main event for tonight. General Manager Sherman decided that even though Dylan Styles didn't want his rematch for the KOW Heavyweight Championship, he must have it. And so tonight, there will be a KOW World Heavyweight Championship title match And if Dylan Styles wins, he will be both a K.O.W. World Champion and Tag Champion at the same time, something no one has done. So here we go. And right off the bat, it is Trey Deckson, ever the opportunist, looking to destroy his opponent. And now it is Zach Higgins. Who is in control, but Trey Deckson, perhaps just looking to pick his spot. Oh, and Trey looks like he went to ambush Zach Higgins, but Zach was ready for it. Oh, and Zach fighting back. And now, of course, Austin Tork looking to take the big man out of it, which he will do. And now the Trey Deckson rolled out of the ring, and it's just Austin Tork and Zach Higgins in the ring, of course. Oh, big knee to the side of the face. And now, oh, Zach Higgins with a big reversal. And now it is Trey Deckson looking to do a little damage, but Zach Higgins has an answer for it. And Trey Deckson has an answer for Zach. Oh, Trey Deckson, big clothesline in the corner, and it's Austin Tork. Oh, big neck breaker on Trey Deckson. And now Austin Tork going up high. Oh, Zach Higgins, a big forearm to the side of the face, and then puts Austin Tork down into the mat. And now it is Austin Tork who finds himself outside the ring. And it is Zach Higgins and Trey Deckson in the middle of the ring. Zach Higgins, very impressive so far in this match. Oh, big DDT. And Trey Deckson wants none of it. It's Zach Higgins throwing Trey Deckson down. And now, of course, oh, throwing him like a dart at the ring post. Oh, working that knee. And now Austin Tork looking to do a little more damage to Zach Higgins. Oh. Oh, and Austin Tork sending Trey Deckson into the steps. Now picks him up, but it's Trey Deckson who turns it around. And now sends Austin Tork into the ring. And now Trey Deckson perhaps looking to do some very nasty and vile things. And now looks like he's going to capitalize on Zach Higgins for it. Oh, but Zach fighting his way out. And now it is Austin Tork perhaps looking to capitalize on the big man. Oh. And now Trey Deckson sending Austin Tork into the corner. Perhaps he's going to look for it. He is a big muscle buster. Muscle buster. Goes for the pin. Perhaps. No. Zach Higgins breaking it up. Oh. And he puts Zach Higgins on the ground, now picking up Austin Tork. Got him up. Big double-decker. Double-decker. And now goes for the pin on a bloodied Austin Tork. Perhaps 1, 2, 3. Trey Deckson wins the triple threat match. And he is your winner. And hopefully soon we will find out what title he will challenge for. And I'm sure Trey Deckson will make it known very much so exactly who he is coming for and whose title he plans on taking. As for Austin Tork and Zach Higgins, well, next week it's going to be a one-on-one match for the #1 contendership to the other title. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our second match of the evening. And ladies and gentlemen, yet another match that promises not to disappoint. That's right. The Sages of Savagery, who I'm sure is not very happy, are going to be taking on the tag team champions David Bowe and Dylan Styles in their tag team title rematch next week. However, tonight we're going to get a little one-on-one action between these two teams as Keshawn Jaso with Jalen Graves at ringside goes one-on-one with David Bowe and his tag team partner Dylan Styles, who will be at ringside. And of course, the Sages, they are not happy about how Clash of Immortals went. For those of you who couldn't join us for Clash of Immortals, or perhaps do not remember Clash of Immortals, it was the Sages going in, defending the tag titles, not knowing who their opponents were, and the surprise of the reuniting gentlemen maybe caught them off guard. Who knows? But regardless, the Sages are not happy. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, the K.O.W. Tag Team Champions. The gentlemen, Dylan Styles, David Bowe. And they are looking to defend their tag team titles successfully next week. But as for tonight, David Bowe needs to focus on tonight as he looks to take on Keshawn Jaso, one of the members of the Sages of Savagery. And it's amazing to me that the Sages have not been very talkative since losing the tag titles. Perhaps now we will see just what they can do against the gentlemen tonight. And so here we go. Keshawn Jaso, David Bowe, their respective partners at ringside. And right off the bat, David Bowe taking charge, but Keshawn turning it around on David. However, David turns it back around for himself. Oh, and a little shoe to the head, doing a little bit of good old damage. And now David Bowe. Oh, big stomp to the gut. And now sends Keshawn to the corner. And sends him deep into the corner. And then a big drop kick to follow up. And now Jalen with the big distraction. Perhaps to help his partner, but it does not work as David Bowe is right back on the attack, and now it's Keshawn turning it around. Oh, big forearm to the side of the face. And it's David Bowe with a low drop kick. And now a huge suplex. Now puts him back down, goes for the pin off the suplex. 1, only a 1 count. And already early on, David Bowe is dominating. Oh, and now Keshawn turns it around. And now we have a stalemate. And now David Bowe trying to get the crowd hyped up, but Keshawn quickly makes him pay for being distracted. But David Bowe is ready. The referee's count was at 3. Goes to 4. Oh! Huge pop-up drop kick on Keshawn, and now Jalen once again running a little distraction. Oh! Huge atomic drop. And David Bowe moves out of the way. These two guys. David Bowe goes for the big roll-up. Only a 2 count for David Bowe. Oh! Keshawn making David Bowe pay. And now picks him up. Looking to end it all here. Oh! Drops him right on his head. Oh, big stomp to the arm, and now continues to work the back instead of going for the pin. Interesting idea. Oh, another big pop-up drop kick. Picks up Keshawn, and now, oh, 1 suplex. 2 suplexes. 3 suplexes. And now perhaps, yes, David Bowe goes up. He's feeling froggy. 5-star frog splash. 1, 2. Only a 2 count for David Bowe. And now perhaps he must go back to the drawing board. Big uppercut. And Keshawn perhaps looking to use the chair, but David Bowe says no. Picks up Keshawn. Now it's Keshawn sending David into the ropes. Oh, big forearm. And now Keshawn perhaps trying to psych himself up. And now David makes him pay for not taking advantage while he had it. Another big suplex. And now going up high again. Some more high-risk offense. He hit it last time. Can he do it again? Huge corkscrew senton. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. And now it is David Bowe with a little bit of celebration. Perhaps feeling as if he's got this in the bag. He may look to end it all here. Oh, huge side suplex. Goes for the pin off the side suplex. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. But David Bowe knows not to let Keshawn recover. Sends him into the corner. Oh, huge drop kick. Picks him up again. And perhaps he's going to look for the 3 brothers again. No. Brainbuster. Perhaps feeling froggy, though. He's going up. Perhaps here's where it ends. Oh, gets caught with a super kick. Caught with a super kick. And now Keshawn dragging him away. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And David Bowe kicks out at 2. What a match we have here. And now Keshawn up to the second rope looking for something big. Misses it. Misses it. Picks him up. Gut wrench. Power slam. Goes for the pin. Perhaps this is it. 1, 2, 3. David Bowe picks up the victory. And the gentlemen are now on a roll. A huge win for the gentlemen going into their tag team title match next week. And man, is it got to feel good for the gentlemen. And I'm sure this is not good news for the sages of savagery. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Styles has made his way into the ring. His tag team partner has left the ringside area because Dylan Styles wants to do this on his own. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time. It's time for a K.O.W. World Heavyweight Championship match. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and there he is. The man responsible for beating the K.O.W. World Champion Dylan Styles. And now he can call himself K.O.W. World Champion David Rike. He said he would end the undefeated streak, and he has. He said he would become a world champion, and he is. And now he looks to end this rivalry right here. A win tonight means that Dylan no longer has a claim to the K.O.W. World title. And tonight we could see a repeat of Clash of Immortals. And don't forget to join us Sunday for the women's exclusive show of K.O.W. Sunday Showdown, where we see everything from the newly crowned light heavyweight champion to the tag team titles and even the women's heavyweight championship. You won't want to miss it this Sunday. Now, David Rike, of course, he may be able to pull off a second straight victory over Dylan Styles. But now the question is, will Trey Deckson be his next challenger if he does knock off Dylan Styles? Or will Dylan Styles' next challenger be Trey Deckson? But judging from the way our show started tonight, I think it's a high possibility that Trey Deckson will challenge for the K.O.W. Infinite Championship. Still no word on who he wants to challenge yet, but we do know that Austin Tork will take on Zach Higgins next week to find out who will be the number one contender to the other title. Now, here we go. It's World Championship time. And Dylan Styles, almost weird to see him without his K.O.W. World Championship. But yet here he is, challenging in his rematch for it. If he wins tonight, he could become not only a tag team champion, but also a K.O.W. World Champion at the same time. The first man to do it too. Whereas this man, David Rike, the K.O.W. World Champion, is the first man ever to hold two different K.O.W. championships at different times in his career. The only other man to do it, Dylan Styles, who held that K.O.W. World Championship and now holds the tag team title. And now, hands the title over. And it's time. Who will be the top superstar in K.O.W. and lead it to its future? We are about to find out. Dylan Styles versus David Rike, the rematch for the K.O.W. World title. And out the gate, David Rike on fire. And now, the question is, how is these two men feeling after the huge match at Clash of Immortals? Oh, huge suplex pinning combo, only a 1 count. And now it is David Rike back in control. And now sending him up on the top rope. Goes up high. Hurricane Rana. Off the top rope. Oh, huge leg to the face of Dylan Styles. And so far, David Rike, dominant. Oh, big clothesline in the corner. Now David Rike perhaps going for something a bit more risky. Second rope. Wants Dylan Styles to get up. Oh, a huge knee to the face. And now picks him up once more. Sends him into the turnbuckle again. Oh, but Dylan Styles now fighting out of the corner. Oh, huge knee lift. Putting David Rike down, and now, oh, big elbow. Big elbow. Another huge elbow. Oh. And now, perhaps Dylan Styles gonna go up high. Wants David Rike on his feet. He gets there. Misses the double axe handle. And then David Rike turns it around again. Now picks him up. Huge code breaker. Busting open the former champ. Picks him up again. Perhaps Rike's gonna look for it. No. Instead, it's Dylan Styles turning it around. And now David Rike turns it around. Oh. Puts his head in the mat. And now a little celebration from David Rike. Oh, huge discus clothesline. Goes for the pin off the discus. One. Only a 1 count. It's going to take more than that to put away the former world champion. Oh, huge drop kick. And now sends him into the ropes. Oh, went for a second drop kick, but Dylan Styles was ready for it. And now got him up. Pile driver. Big pile driver from Dylan Styles. And now David Rike using the ropes to get himself up. Oh, huge clothesline. Oh, and a big kick to the lower back. Now goes for the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. And now goes to the second rope. Now looks for him to get up. Kicks him back a little for extra room. Oh. And it's Dylan Styles getting out of the way. Oh. Huge DDT putting his head into the mat. And now David Rike makes his escape. And does a little celebration of that escape. Oh. Big shot to the back of the head. And now, nope. David Rike again putting Dylan Styles into the mat. Oh. And a huge knee straight to the face. And now David Rike, big show off. I'm sure hugely proud that he ended Dylan Styles' streak. Refs count up to 7. Dylan Styles rushes back in. Oh. And I believe David Rike may have went to go for some sort of big move. And Dylan Styles was ready for the ambush. And now the refs count happening again. And perhaps David Rike. No, referee trying to restrain him. Oh, David Rike went for a suicide dive, but miscalculated just a little bit. Now Dylan Styles picks him up. David Rike throws Dylan Styles back in. And now, oh, inverted powerbomb. And now Dylan Styles says, that's all she wrote. Oh, big punch to the back of the head. And now Dylan Styles Disaster kick. Disaster kick. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And a big kick out from David Rike. Not ready to lose his K.O.W. World title reign quite yet. And David Rike, oh, big corkscrew. Corkscrew leg whip. Picks up Dylan Styles. Code breaker again. Code breaker again. Perhaps he's going to look for it again. He is. Rike's fall. Rike spike. Rike spike. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. David Rike retains his K.O.W. World Championship. What a huge match. Dylan Styles, as always, fought his heart out. But at the end of the day, he just wasn't ready for the man who now calls himself the Streak Breaker. David Rike. 2 straight defeats in singles competition for Dylan Styles. And now David Rike must focus on who his next #1 contender may be. But you'll have to wait until next week to find out who will be the #1 contender to both titles.